Hey everybody, welcome to Landracefarmlgdrescue, livestock guardian dog. Relax. See, I got something in my hand, so Roy's a bit suspicious about things. You don't like Brownie. Brownie, relax. Good girl. Brownie, relax. Oh boy, trouble. Brownie, no. Good girl. See, this is how I have to work with the dogs. Use my voice. Well, she knows too, if she screws up and gets after him, first she's gonna get beat up, and second she's gonna be on the cable. I'm not gonna tolerate that, and they all know that. That's enough, Brownie. Come on. Good girl. Come here, Brownie. Good. Brownie is a massive thing I caught up in this world. I would love for her to go somewhere. She's real sweet. She is getting so much better. That's her buddy, Drago. And Buddy's her buddy over there. And Alice on the cable, because she won't stay put. Doesn't go very far, but I'm in cattle country, right? And it's all about these cattle. And if the ranchers see one of my dogs near a cattle, or near a cow, or off my property, chances are they're just going to shoot them. I can't allow that to happen. So, but she's actually getting so much better. So she's not on cable 24/7. She gets off. I let her off at times, and she does fantastic at times. Then at times she digs out. Let me show you. Here's a spot here. I repaired another spot. I have a way. I just have to get it done now. Like in the zoos, they have, I did this with the rabbits too, on the fence, and extends out about 2 feet, excuse me, and you bury that, and they try to dig, they dig into that. So I haven't shown you guys this part. Some trees. Here's Rhonda. Hi, Rhonda. She's one of the old girls. She kind of gets to do what she wants to do because she's old. She's not going anywhere. She's not harming anybody. Tarzan. Klondike and Paisley with Lucky. These three are amazing. Alright, relax. Brownie. Brownie don't like animals. Hi, Klondike. He's a beautiful, majestic dog. Coming around so nice. Tarzan is still Tarzan and doing fantastic at it. He creates quite the presence. Oh, he's got an injured foot. I gotta work on that. Somehow he got an injured toe. I don't know if you can see it, a little swollen in the back. I gotta work on that. If he got caught with something, or what that is. See, Brownie doesn't bother Tarzan. Go figure. She's not as dumb as she appears at times. Oh, look at that. Paisley doing amazing. Making friends with Drago. Yeah, a little growl to let him know. I got some plants out here. This is my living quarters. And these are all the worst of the troubled so far, or going forward here. The Brownie. This dude is no big deal. See the attention I get? I'm gonna turn the camera around for once. Y'all can see who I am. I am Brownie. See, I can't sit out here because of the dogs. Okay. And that's cool. I'm teaching them about that. They're actually a lot better. They're sitting nice now. See, it's usually when I sit down there. I don't sit down much, especially in front of them. I'm usually up and going and doing things here. Okay. So, this is the person behind the camera here. My name is Tom Helmbrecht. Grew up in Buffalo, New York. Ended up going out to California, San Francisco for a job, for a career. I was an audio guy. I put on concerts, corporate events, things like that. Did permanent installs and that sort of thing. I ended up running some of the crews, some of the spots, some real nice spots, but not quite my life. This is my life with the dogs here. This is the best thing for me. I had a surgery when I was in San Francisco. I was playing some pickup hockey in the park and stuff. Nothing major, but I was playing some hockey. I got injured. I had to get a surgery. Roy is very vocal. So I had the surgery to replace, or put a bone graft in, basically. And I woke up with a progressive neurological disease that nobody knows about, including doctors. So, and then things got real bad. I went to Cleveland, about 13 months. Got fixed up. Worked my butt off. Went to New York City, tried to rekindle my career. It wasn't a good move. Hold on a minute. Brownie! Get away! Good girl. Brownie. Bothering the big dog, Roy. You don't allow that to happen. No, I lost my display. So I don't know if you can see me anymore. Roy just wants to be left alone. So then I went out to Arizona for a job. I got a real nice job with my old career again. And so I did that, then I got sick again. It turned real bad. It was horrible. And that's where I ended up, hospital bed, wheelchair, and then my deathbed. So, you see the plants? These are some of the plants that saved me. Drago likes to do some gardening of his own. I just brought in a bunch of herbs, healing herbs, to help me and work on infusions the way it's been done. See, here's a tea tree. It's getting cold, so I don't have my hoop house set up yet. And I got comfrey, border, all kinds of stuff in these things. Ashwagandha's out here, all kinds of stuff. Some peppermint, all kinds of good stuff. Some rose. My roses are looking good, aren't they? So, they like it out here. I love it out here too. Basically, I get away from people. I get to spend the time with the dogs. Brownie! Brownie! Get out of there! She's harassing him again. You stay out of there. Leave him alone. At least she listens to me now, so that helps. So, back to my story. So I was put in the CCU by UCSF. Real famous place, right? You would think they know what they're doing. Not with my disease, but nobody does. Stanford gave up on me. I even called the Mayo Clinic. They told me not to even send the chart. They don't want nothing to do with me. I destroy their stats. So I was put in the CCU to die. I'm too stubborn. I'm too young for that. Now I'm 51. This was at my 30s, I think I was. It was like 20 years ago that I started with this mess. The deathbed was probably 10 years ago. I also had over 20 concussions through this process of everything. So I've had to rebuild myself, my brain, my body. And here's Alice. I get distracted by dogs too. So I had to rebuild myself. I had to figure out how to eat. I basically went back. I put myself through school. Not officially. No degree, nothing like that. No credits. But I learned. Brownie, get out of there! Alice. Brownie! Brownie, come on. Get. Roy needs more respect. She's not giving it to him. So I figured out how to eat, how to exercise. I learned the physical therapies. So I have something called complex regional pain syndrome, CRPS, also called RSD, regional sympathetic dystrophy. It's like McGill pain scales at the very top of the conditions and diseases and injuries. Supposed to be worse pain than an amputee. All that stuff. I've experienced that. I've had a pain pump installed, the intrathecal pump. That was really bad. I had 2 trials of nerve stimulators that were just horrible. One gave me nightmares for years, and I'll never not be affected by it. The medicines destroyed me. I had to rebuild my body and my brain from the medicines, and the abuse I did with the food. I ate like crap because I didn't know. Now I know. I cook all my meals. I'm very strict on what I eat, what I put in my body. I do fasting now. I never would have thought about that before. So I've learned. I've worked through it. I actually feel better than I ever have. So basically, I'm beating the unbeatable disease, CRPS. So I got my life back. It wasn't gonna be about me anymore. Gonna be about something higher, something different, or something meaningful that will test every part of my fiber of my human being. Well, see, these 2 are playing. So, and I realized that the guardian dogs, no one's really working with them. And I realized that they're different from having one. Crazy dogs. So, here I am. Well, I started in this place called Covelo. It's actually a cannabis grow for cartels and dispensaries around the country. Okay. So it's not really set up for people, per se. So I was getting kind of crowded with the dogs. I only had 5 acres and too many dogs. So they're all playing. They play pretty rough. So I'm feeling better and better every year. And I really kind of figure some things out health-wise. That's what I do. I troubleshoot. I look for answers. I was a troubleshooter in what I did. I was the guy that got the call when nobody could figure out what happened. I get the call, I figured out pretty fast and create a plan quickly to get it in place. Okay? That's what I like to do in life. I'm a problem solver, okay? And I've been good at it. So the guardian dogs, I found out, don't have anybody to really help them. There's some rescues. They're not really rescues. They do a couple here and there. And a lot of them are just hoarding, basically. And if you try to call one to get one, you can't, no matter what. It's just bizarre. So I went through this, and I found lots of people going through this. And so, okay, I had this dog named Moose. And at the time, and I had him with a few other dogs. Brownie plays rough. So, one day he died in front of us as I was working with him. He had a heart attack or something, just died. He was my soulmate. I only had one soulmate in life, and that was it. It was a dog named Moose. A male Spanish Mastiff. Go figure. So, it crushed me. He was going to be euthanized because he was listed as a dangerous dog, right? Because nobody knew how to handle him except for like one person. But they had to move him out of state. So, I picked him up and worked with him. He was great. I had some dogs before him. Just fantastic dogs. All rejects, rescues, that sort of thing. So, it was getting crowded. For about a year and a half, I've been looking for a place to move the dogs, the rescue, right? I made it official in Moose's honor. And that's my logo picture, is Moose. Sorry, it's nothing is scripted here. I'm not writing anything down. So I'm all over the place, it seems. I was scatterbrained for years. I'm usually not anymore. It may sound like it. I'm just going from my heart and my soul on this, just like the rescue. And so there's no real model for what I'm doing here. I'm kind of creating this as I'm doing it. So I learned about these dogs, not so much from the books, from the people, from being out with them at night. They're nocturnal, right? And it seems like all the books watch them during the day. It doesn't make sense. None of it made any sense. So I just threw all the books out and forgot about them all. And just kind of learned. And they taught me all kinds of stuff. And I learned more every day. Then I found this place here in Nevada, this desert. About 4,400 feet, something like that. And it's absolutely perfect for the guardians. I like it too. I love it. I love nature. So this is great. And I'm not a big fan of people. I love people, but I hate the reactions of all kinds of things about people. I try to help out people, and I just got taken advantage of. And so here I am with the dogs. And funny, I talked to an old friend I grew up with. We've known each other since we were both 4. He went back to Buffalo to live. He told me, I didn't know this. I forgot about this. Got hit in the head a lot. He said that as a kid, I told him my dream was to be on some land with a bunch of dogs. Here I am. I guess I'm on my dream, and it really kind of is. I can't think of a better life. But here's the thing, though. I do everything for these dogs. My life is now dedicated to these dogs and the others that come in. And I don't hoard them, even though I have a lot of times. I get them ready for new work somewhere. I have some watching over kitty cats. I have some watching over children in a monastery. I have some watching over tools of a business. I have some watching over families on a ranch. I have lots and lots watching over the animals on ranches. and they all do fantastic work. Some have become legendary in the work that they do. So I'm very proud of what I'm doing. It's working. I see the response in these dogs. I see what I'm doing is working, and it's working quickly. There's nothing better than that, okay? Because there's no book I can go by. I'm just kind of making this up as I'm going along here, and it's just for these dogs. When I first started, I got a lot of heat, because on a rescue, the dogs are the assets. That's a big mistake. No, they can't be the assets. That means that if a person who could provide the perfect home for a dog that I have doesn't have the money to pay me for the dog all this money as an asset, they can't get the dog. No. If you could provide a good home, the great home for these dogs, I'll drive you the dog. I'll figure this out. That's what I mean all about the dogs. There is nobody doing this how I'm doing this. I'm trying to make a model for how to do this. And so, I take advice from everybody on how to do this. And I appreciate that. And I take care of myself so I can take care of these dogs. I have extremely warm clothes that are extremely rugged. Something called Woolrich, made in the USA from decades ago, basically, when they were made well and with good wool. I have good boots. Don't always wear them, but I have them. I wear them when I need to. I take care of myself. I make sure I do for these dogs. I rest when I need to, when I can get the rest. So, since I eat very clean, very well, and I feel the difference, I have more energy than I did when I was 18. I get worn out, yes. That's just what happens. I'm 51 years old, soon to be 52. In some circles, I'm an old man. I'm not. I don't feel like it. I just look like one, I guess, with the old gray beard. So, the move was extraordinary. It was, 8 months of a move. At the time, I had like 34 dogs and lots of stuff. I had to move my garden. I had to move my soil. I grow my own soil for my herbs to grow. I try to take care of myself. And Drago likes to eat these plants too, apparently. I gotta watch him. So, and like Archie, he's going out this week, I'm thinking. Miguel, or Brad and Romeo, probably within the week, I'm guessing. When somebody has the home for them that I like to bring the dogs myself so I see where they're going. And if there's any issues, I know how to deal with that. And I help set them up to succeed. And that's how I like to play it. I'm a donation-based nonprofit. That's what I am. I haven't had much time to get many grants, and when I do, it's little ones. Not enough to sustain things. So I got to rely on people like you guys to help me with this rescue for these dogs. And every single one had no other option. Zero. And almost every one was going to be euthanized. A lot of them came from the LA shelter too, which they just euthanize because they're full. They get like 250 dogs a day. It's nuts. It's not the environment for these guys. You know? This is the environment for these guys. Right here. And so that's what I'm building for them. I had to get that little shed. I had a yurt. It fell over. It got blown over real fast. It gets windy. So I had to get this yurt, or this shed thing. It was a repossessed model, so it was half price. A wonderful donor helped with the down payment. Then I had this shed donated. I can fit my stuff in there and the dog food. So these things help because I don't know what I need. I'm figuring out as I do it. Nobody gave me a guidebook and gave me any instructions on how to live here. I'll figure it out. The dogs love it. You hear Rhonda. Rhonda likes to yell at everybody, including me. So, and the move broke my van. Now I have no van. I just have the Pathfinder. So I have to go get water, fill up a few hundred gallons at a time. That's over a ton of water weight. And then I have to go 4x4 and to get here. So it takes a lot out of these vehicles. So I need something more heavy duty, like one of those paratransit buses, a little mini bus. Built on a, like the Ford E-Series truck platform. Bigger engines, bigger axles, bigger frame, bigger brakes to be able to handle what I'm doing. And they've usually been babied until they get passed on. I'm hoping to get one. It'll be about 11 to 12,000 total. I'll have to do the suspension, brakes, all that stuff. Tires. I went through 9 tires in the 3 months here. I got a donation for the Coopers. And some Cooper truck tires I got. And so I got those on. I haven't popped one since. That's what the miners use out here. Them and the BF Goodrich. They had the Coopers in my size. So that was great. Yeah, so I don't have to worry about the tires anymore on that, but on the newer vehicle, on the new one I'm getting, I'll have to do that. So, sorry for the long video. I don't think I've ever made one this long. I wanted to explain who I am and let everybody know you're not supporting me. You're supporting the dogs. I support myself, and I don't take much. That's for sure. So I don't need much money of my own to do what I need to do for food and supplies. I need the van or the bus and dog food for the dogs and just general supplies. They go through collars at times, leashes. I mean, this is the one leash. Not much left on this. So I need leashes. The bowls get broken all the time. All kinds of stuff. Wood, pallets. Somebody's coming up to bring me some pallets to help build some more dog houses. It's fantastic. So I need things like hardware, 2x4s. I need a lot of them. Plywood. Just things like that. And fencing. I need to build a fence around 40 acres. This week I built like 300 feet of fencing. So I love the hard work. And so I don't mind that. It helps me out. It helps build my body up. I have the energy for it too. So I build the fencing and I get it done. I get it done rather quickly actually for who I am, I think. And the work I gotta do with the dogs in the meantime. I can't just spend the whole day building a fence. I gotta work with the dogs. Feeding them, all that stuff, you know. So here's who I am. I want to turn the camera around for people who don't know who I am and a little bit about what I went through in life to get me to this point. All my lessons in life are working for these dogs now. And it's fantastic. And I don't take a salary. I actually put money into it. So I don't care about that. I don't care at all about that. I'm not looking to get rich. I'm not looking to build my bank account. I'm looking to help these dogs, to get them off to where they need to be, and to teach them a human can be a good thing for them. And most of them don't have that, ever. And a human could be a good leader for them. that's a hard lesson sometimes. So, yeah, my Nissan needs some shocks. The Pathfinder, I've been wearing that out too. So, I have the donor box. My Zelle is 707-354-0788. On the YouTube, you just click the donate button. It'll bring you to my donor box site. And that has lots of options, even PayPal, credit cards. You could do on a monthly basis, all that sort of thing. So, and when I deliver a dog, I usually ask for $500. It's a great home for the dog. If they can't afford that, then that's fine. Whatever they can do for a donation helps. It's about the dogs. It's not about me. It's about these dogs. But I want to give everybody an opportunity to learn about me. And I'm going to be doing a couple things differently. I'm going to do more question and answer, or do some Q&A sessions maybe. Let me know if you guys want that. I could do a live session once a week or something like that. Go through dog stuff, stories, any of that stuff. Make it like a podcast or something. I don't know. You guys let me know what is needed for the dogs. Funny, I don't listen to any dog podcasts. Hockey and health books and health podcasts. That's about it. Self-improvement stuff. And hockey. So, I have solar set up, which is working most of the time. I don't use much power, so it works. Yeah, it is. I'm not set up, not even close, but that's fine. Winter's coming. I got a little wood stove. I got to get parts to vent it. Oh yeah, look at this. There's Brownie. Yeah. There's Drago. Oh, and Roy. Well, anyway. This is who I am. Now you know who's behind this camera and taking care of these dogs. So any questions, feel free to shoot them off at me. And let me know what, if you guys have a podcast or go live once a week for questions and answers, something. Let me know. And I should be able to respond now. I'm done with the move for the most part. I have some boxes to unpack, get some organization going, things like that. But I'm here. I got all the dogs and the Ram Lucky here. Thank you everybody for making this happen for the dogs. It took a lot out of me and the vehicles, all of my machinery, and some of the dogs it took a lot out of. But they're thriving here. That's the key. That's the goal. So anyway, please support, please help. Pass the word. Let people know what I'm doing. This is different. I'm trying to make, basically, I'm hoping to make a guidebook for someone who wants to do this. And I'm getting some prices together to figure out how to do this for domestic dogs, typically regular dogs. Because the regular shelter system does not work. Brownie and Miguel don't like each other. They mess with each other all the time. It's not rehab stuff. It's not a good thing for the dogs. So I want to show how to do it right for the dogs. How to live in a pack is very important. How to socialize the dogs. Just kind of let dogs be dogs, right? And cut the egos in these shelters, people. I swear half the people in these shelter systems are there for them only ego, or they're there just to transfer the sanitation to get a better pension. That's just what it is for a lot of these people, and it's unfortunate. It's the volunteers that do the good work. So I want to make a model for how to do it right for these dogs. It has to be about these dogs and not just kind of fitting it into the city structure. That's a cop-out. That's a pure cop-out. And it's sad for the dogs. And too many get euthanized because they have no chance. It's the system that's broken. And maybe I'm here to fix that. I don't know. But I'm doing good work with these dogs. I'm getting great results. Better than I even thought. Okay? So I need to keep this going for these guys because I'm the only chance they have. I'm the only one. I got no help even. I got somebody coming up with building dog houses, but I got nobody to help with the dogs. I mean, it's crazy. Then most people who are offering to help don't come out to help. I can understand. And people want to offer to help. I'll call them out on it. Here's Alice. Yeah. I'll call them out on it. I'll get them out here to help. So, thanks for watching this long video. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for everything. Thanks for the dogs. The dogs appreciate it. Alice, my queen. Well, anyway, thank you so much. And continue to help. These dogs deserve it. They need it. Thank you. And enjoy your day.